Hey guys, my name is Josh. This video is just going to be super authentic kind of documentation from my side of life here in Idaho. So I know I've done like some videos on this YouTube page, and I mean I've like tried documenting things as authentically as I could, but what I realized was I wasn't really coming clean about some things. And I want this to kind of be this turning point. So a couple of guys I want to shout out here. Actually, one guy in particular, Carson Reed. This guy's inspired me to kind of just document my life more authentically this way. And it's because I found like where I am right now is so similar to so many people's situations. Like for example, even God's agency. I hear him talking about his journey and stuff, like his first a few months of starting the agency, signing a client for like 380 a month, $380 a month, and then like signing another client after that, after like 6 months of getting no results. This is literally exactly my situation. So I want to just briefly share with you guys this. So if you guys don't know, I started off in the online space about last year, like end of September. So it was about like October when I bought into a course. I bought Nick Bank's course, so it's all about digital products, right? So I learned how to, sell courses and stuff. So I started making content at that time, and I, posted consistently for about like 8 months, I think, until, earlier this year. And one thing I learned from that is that I wasn't really cut out for content. And the problem with this, I'm not like regretting this, but it's kind of pushed me into the wrong mindset of thinking I can go sell like a digital course and teach people how to do stuff without having really gotten my like results for myself. And it's also kind of pushed me to become less transparent and kind of just show the best of where I'm at. And yes, in a way that's good, but I think in terms of content, when you're really trying to document your journey, you shouldn't hide anything. And that's kind of why I'm making this video, because when my main focus was to get revenue from my social media, then that really dictated how I portrayed myself on social media. And I didn't like it at all. This is not, I feel so relieved to be in the service based kind of model right now. Like with the agency, just because there's so much pressure that I feel like I've taken off myself that way. So I want to just, take a couple things off my chest. Right now, my monthly revenue is just about around $700 a month. So I have my first client I signed. This is probably about my fifth month at the agency. And I wasted so much time, dude, like building up, like building my website and just doing all the cute stuff. I love this term. It's like the cute stuff is not what moves your business forward. There's like two things you can do in your agency, right? You can either be focusing on the lead generation and actually making money, or you could be doing all the details, like you're optimizing your Google business profile, or optimizing your website, designing it differently, or whatever, or like building your branding, right? This stuff is all cute stuff. It just doesn't really matter when it comes to really making money. So this is a hard lesson I had to learn. I was like, man, I'm wasting so much time here. So now is really the time where I'm actually focusing on lead generation. I'll talk a little bit about that later. But I signed my first client back in, was it October for $400 a month. So basically I'm doing their social media and stuff. I'm posting, let's say, about 1 to 2 reels a day, like a week for them. And it's pretty low maintenance gig, and I like it because it's able to fund the tools I'm buying for lead generation, like all the email marketing tools, like Go High Level, for example. I bought that. So it's nice having that kind of on the side, because my expertise, I'm finding out, even though I was able to grow my Instagram to like 20,000 followers, that's not really my expertise. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I would if I did it after I got results in my agency, right? I would feel so much better, teaching people honestly how to, grow a business, whatever, if I was doing like $10,000 a month with my agency. So that's where my focus is at right now. I'm trying to figure out a way to get there as quick as possible. And In another video, I'm going to talk about kind of content creators versus agency owners in terms of like transparency, because now I've found myself in both situations, and I want to kind of share with you guys what maybe if you're a content creator right now, if that's your focus and like to generating money online, then this will help you a lot, kind of open up your eyes to kind of the industry and stuff, because I've been in and out of it so many times. I've gone to masterminds with like Chris Record, for example, one of the biggest digital marketers out there, you know, good friends with Ty Lopez and all these guys. So it's been a crazy journey, and I wouldn't say I regret the last year. I say it's a big learning lesson, but personally, I do feel like I kind of wasted a lot of time, and you know that's kind of embarrassing to say. I don't even feel comfortable saying that, but it's kind of the truth. Like I do feel like since November last year, I didn't really do much since I'm pivoting to the agency space, but now I have all this content experience behind me. I posted probably like 500 pieces of content. I've gotten a few to over 1 million views, and or less. One got like 2 million views, and another reel I posted got about 500,000. So decent. My follower to view ratio was amazing. I was getting like insane amount of followers for those views, but what I learned is that's not really sustainable at the beginning. Like I just wasn't really cut out for creating like social media campaigns. I feel like not at this time, unless it was like for an agency or something. But just in terms of personal branding, I just didn't really enjoy it too much. It didn't feel sustainable to me. So you know, my journey starting a business has really been kind of up and down right now. So I've been creating content, like I said, for a long time, and I finally decided to pivot to the agency, like all the way. Now, a couple of months ago, I was kind of like, should I go all in? Like, I'm going to be doing both. And I really told myself, okay, I'm going to go all in this time. And, you know, like I said, I feel like I lost a lot of time. I started creating content last year, started the agency in August, which is 4 months ago. And yeah, so after this $400 a month client, I signed another client for $47 a month to build out their website. So it's basically $1,000 website, and they're paying me $47 a month. It's a 3-month retainer. At the end of that 3 months, or 3 months contract, I should say, at the end of that 3 months, we're going to reevaluate, and they're either going to like purchase the site from me or keep paying that $47. I had no idea like how to structure that monthly payment, like whether or not that was paying off like the total price of the website, or if that was just like a hosting fee. I couldn't justify charging someone $47 a month for just hosting, because that just sounds ridiculous. But I just later learned that, I mean, you can do that. You could sell hosting for $150 a month based on how you sell it, right? I just didn't know how to do it at that time. So, then this is like the big turning point, okay? I kind of realized websites, at least right now, if I'm selling them for this price, they're not really going to cut it. They're not going to, it's going to take so many sites to build up profit. So I realized I really needed to at least get skills in advertising, like Facebook ads. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to pitch this client like Facebook ads as soon as possible. I think it's Monday we're getting on a call. And we'll see how that goes. Let's try to get them on a retainer for 1,000, 1,500 and see how that works. Maybe we'll probably start with like a free trial or something, some contingency situation, just because I've never run Facebook ads before. So I'm really going to do like whatever I can to kind of get the experience, and I'll probably outsource it to a third party, like white label service. So I have Ben Munger, he runs Agency Designs, and he's my white label like website fulfillment service. So that's been super useful, kind of leveraging, but I'm not sure if they do advertising. I'll have to ask them, but I'll basically, you know, probably figure out a way to get some professional fulfillment that way, so I don't have to mess around. I've heard this is what a lot of successful advertising agencies have done. Like once they start getting clients like on retainers, they just outsource it to a white label service and they get that done for them. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll keep you guys updated. This is going to be like a monthly update video. And, you know, also inspired by Carson Reed, dude, you're the best. Monthly updates, and I'll be sending you guys those, posting them on here and just kind of documenting it. So in like 6 months from now, you guys will be able to look back and see how much progress we've made with this agency. So I plan on hitting 10K a month. I'm at 700 right now. I plan on hitting 10K by definitely summer next year. And, you know, I think that's totally possible if I put in the work. The hardest thing for me, honestly, has just been doing the outreach and just kind of just going ahead with stuff and not really caring about what people think, just actually doing the work, because I have everything set up. Like, I feel like through the content, time I've been in the content industry, I've actually kind of become the person that I think, at least I've become a much greater person than I was a year ago, 2 years ago. And I believe making this pivot is just setting myself up in the right vehicle to use the expertise I have and the sales skills I've learned and the speaking skills. Like you can already hear, I've worked on my speaking so much since the past, year and a half. So right now, logically, I should be, if I just put in the work, I've become the person capable of building a $10,000, $20,000 a month business, but I just haven't yet because I'm lazy and I get distracted all the time. So I kind of have the opposite problem that others have, I think. So we'll really see how this goes, and I really don't want to let people down that have really put their faith in me. So this is going to be quite the journey, and I'm going to be documenting all this. So yeah, now I'm locked in, and I guess I'm kind of embarrassed to share this a little bit because, I needed to really share with you guys like my actual thoughts, right? Because when I was in content, I kind of felt like I was restrained from being totally transparent with stuff. Like if I was selling a course on how to make money online or something, then I would need to have results for that. And this is why, I hate the guru space so much now. It's just so fake. It's full of people faking their revenue, sharing screenshots and all this. And I was just not really in for that. So actually then I pivoted a couple months ago, since I still had my mentor, LaRue Thalidi, from that very first course I bought last year. I went to him and I said, all right, I want to build a course not on, making money. Since there are three core markets, right? There's relationships, there's health, and then there's wealth, right? Those are three core markets. And I was just in the wealth market, which was terrible for me to be in because I had no results. I made what, $2,000 with affiliate marketing, but it wasn't crazy. I took advantage. I was one of the first members in this multi-level marketing company, and that's a whole nother story I'll get into maybe some other time. I have a lot of crazy stories from my journey. So I've done so much. If I started out in the agency space, I would already be successful. I can guarantee you that. It's just a matter of, me locking in on the agency now. So we'll see. I don't want to make any crazy commitments or anything, but I want to set goals and stuff. So places I want to hit, and all that you guys can kind of track along and see how much progress I made over the months. And I tried doing like this daily vlog thing. I did like 2 days and I gave up. Well, that's the thing. Like I can be very kind of, I'll give up on stuff fast if it doesn't work. And yeah, I need to get better at that. But basically, I learned a whole lot from the content space, and I'll definitely make a separate video on this. But I'll end the video off here. I'm just so you guys know what I'm going to be doing next. Basically, this month I'm focusing on lead generation primarily, and so learning Facebook ads, learning email marketing. So I just bought Instantly. I actually bought it like a month ago and haven't even used it. So I'm building up campaigns on that, try to figure out how to segment some campaigns, because I'm having a difficulty basically trying to figure out, I don't want to be blasting out these campaigns to, thousands and thousands of people that are not segmented at all. I don't want to be just saying, hey, I'll make you 5 appointments. Like, I'll give you 10 appointments if you sign up with me, whatever. Like most people pitch. And it's not personalized at all. And I'm seeing too, when you really push the volume, it actually costs a lot. Like, especially with email marketing, right? I just bought I bought 3 domains for Fortified Media, which is my agency. And dude, it gets pretty expensive, like with the emails too, from Namecheap. Like, even though they're still really cheap, I spent about like $100 in the last couple days, literally buying them. And now I have the capacity to run about 350 emails a day comfortably on instantly without getting totally banned. So yeah, it's a big journey, and I really can't wait to see the results from this. I'm going to push really hard. And also, there's another opportunity that's come up. My mentor, Ben Munger's, he's partnering with the CEO of Brizzy, which is he told me it's the largest website builder right now. It's bringing on thousands and thousands of agencies, websites, literally all the time. He and the CEO of web consulting of a web app, I think, like a widget company, they're getting together to basically, because my mentor Ben has a fulfillment agency, and he's getting together with all these guys and making this whole program, this whole brand that's going to help people start their agencies. So if I get caught up in the middle of that as their lead case study and lead social media viral expert, then I'm going to take up that opportunity, because that's playing in the big leagues right there. I'm not going to miss out on that. And I think I could provide a lot of value that way, just by, using my experience in my limited experience in the agency field, but then also in the content space. So we'll see how this goes, and I'm going to document this as transparently as possible. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions or whatever, just drop them in the comments. I want to be authentic this way. My main objective on this page is not be one of the gurus. I'm not going to put on the headphones this time just because of that. So thanks guys for following this journey, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Black coffee with maple syrup is the best. Try it out.